Hi, Phil Aston here from nowspinning.co.uk with another unboxing video, and this one we're heading towards early 80s heavy metal from the Netherlands. And this has been triggered from an album I played the other day called from Bodine, and it's their third album, simply called 3. And I gave this a spin and I really enjoyed it. And for some reason I thought they were German. My mistake. It must be because at the time I was listening to the Scorpions and Accept, and I stumbled across that album, bought it when I did, and just presumed they were another German band. They're not. They're from the Netherlands. And I was talking about this on the Now Spinning community, and someone said, "Dude, do you know there's a box set for this band?" And I didn't. But I went out and I searched it across the internet and found it. And here it is. And it's so well put together, considering the amount of box sets that I buy. I felt I had to share with you how a little known band that didn't have massive sales has had something put together to honour them, which I think has done them superb justice and hopefully brings a whole new audience to their music. So let's have a look inside. And here it is, the box set for Bodine. Please correct me how I'm supposed to be saying that. The Anthology, the complete album collection, plus a bonus CD. Now this is your typical clamshell box with the 4 albums on the back. And this has been put together with complete thought on the band. I mean, hopefully you can see from there, this is a substantial booklet, which I'm going to go through in a moment. You know, you don't get booklets this size for bands like Rat or White Spirit. There's even a poster in here, which is a nice touch as well. Just about to see that. So from one of their gigs. And then we've got the albums themselves. So I'll see if I can go through these in the right order. This is the first one, simply called Bodine. They were called, I think, when you look at the sleeve notes, when they came up with the name, they couldn't pronounce it themselves and misspelt it. So I think they were going to be called, I think it was Bodene, I think. And they misspelt it when they were talking on the phone, and that's how they became who they are. But this album, which has got a different singer on it, is quite blues rock, to be honest. It's still classed as, it's at the heavy metal end of hard rock. But you know, I would put it more towards the kind of Whitesnake end of rock. You know, I really liked it. It's bluesy rock. So I'd file it under Whitesnake, but and a great vocalist. Although they didn't, they parted ways, which brought us on to this one, Boulder's Brass, and this one is the metal album. This is where they got in the new guitarist, and Arjen Lagarde, who you probably may know from this band, Ayreon, who's since become very well known in the prog rock circles. But on this album, they were obviously chasing the Accept Judas Priest type sound. And so you've got things like Rock Machine, Heavy Metal Heart, Wildfire Woman, Pumping Iron, and a lot Regular Rocker, and a lot of the lyrics mentioned heavy metal. So that was where they were heading with that one. And then the third one, which the one I've got on vinyl, is 3 Times Burning, and I think this one is the best one. This is a great rock album from the early 80s that should have had more recognition. Hard Times is one of my favourite tracks. Battlefield, Rampage, Shout. It really is great. And then you've got 4th CD of demos and outtakes, and even a 9-minute interview with the lads. So let's have a quick look through the booklet to give you a feel for the band. As it says, the dark ages of heavy metal. But this goes through absolute train spotter detail about this band, and how they met each other. I think they met each other while at a local ballet school. I think they weren't doing ballet; they were next door. And it goes through the debut album. It goes through the gigs that they had, and you know, the fact that it's good, interesting here. It says that the first album, best known in 70 bands, Free Bad Company, Whitesnake. I'd say that's similar. There's a bit of Y&T's Earthshaker in there, but I'd say it's kind of more towards Whitesnake. But I can imagine, for Dutch rock, this was really top notch, really. And then it talks about what was happening when they were doing the second album. There's a great poster here from the time. Can you see that? When they played World War III gig with Manowar, Accept, etc. The birth of power metal. And then you've got Bodine Mark III. Some great pictures here, and obviously of the time as well. Great picture from 1984 there of Arjen Lagarde. He was going to go on to do lots of big things. So it really does work almost like a huge fanzine, this booklet, going through more detail, as I said, than you get with the Rat and White's Lion box sets. So there's a lot of love and has gone into this. And then you've got all the different the discography, posters, single sleeves, anything you could possibly want, really, and typical 80s metal there with the studded wristbands, etc. And we've all been there. If you've been in a band, understanding what it was like to do those poses. And so that's the Bodine box set, 4 CDs. I think you can probably pick it up for about between £20 and £25, but if you're into 80s metal, Priest, Whitesnake, it's worth a punt. I really enjoyed it. A great presentation. So that's the box set from Bodine, or Bodine, and it's 4 CDs. It's a fantastic presentation, and considering the band didn't sell an enormous amount of records, they didn't even tour that much, really, the fact that someone's put that together with that much love and attention to detail for this band and their fans, I think is absolutely tremendous. We don't see that I haven't seen that for box sets by, as I said, White Lion or Rat even, really. The booklet's fantastic, presentation's great. Stream them on Spotify, get a feel for what it's like, but if you are a fan, it's well worth picking up. The remastering is really good. I'm really, really happy with it. And if you're a fan of, 80s rock, from Whitesnake to Priest, whatever, you will love it. So thanks very much for watching. Thank you to our patrons, our supporters and subscribers, especially to Jeff and Chris for all your help and support. And thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.